I have partnered up with Alois to make a brand new Mordekaiser and Garen guide on the Summoner School website. I gave out every single piece of information that I thought was relevant to both champions and everything that I use personally. It explains how you should play in the mid to late game, itemization, champion matchups, and more. Each guide also has a unique matchup spreadsheet. If you want to check either guide out, you can use my link in the video description. With all that being said, please enjoy this video. In my opinion, this is a skill matchup on both sides. Depending on what setup Jax takes, it can be easier to fight him or harder. If he takes Grasp of the Undying with Teleport, that is going to be the easiest setup for you to fight. He won't have as much kill pressure. If he is going to take Lethal Tempo with Ignite, that is going to be the most aggressive setup he can go into you, and that one has a lot of kill pressure. If you just let him auto-attack you with Lethal Tempo, he will just straight up kill you. This is why whenever I see a Jax with Lethal Tempo, I look to rush Bramble Vest, because every single time he attacks me, he will take a bit of reflect damage, on top of the actual armor. This Jax took Flash Teleport with Lethal Tempo, so it is not quite the most aggressive setup, but I still have to respect his Lethal Tempo attacks. What Jax will most likely look to do all lane is jump onto you. Anytime he gets his Q, he is probably going to use it to jump on your head and short trade. Perhaps he even looks for an extended trade into you with his E. Pre-6, it is going to be the toughest time into this lane, because he can abuse you really hard. Once you get your ultimate, it is a lot easier. It is also worth noting that Jax does a lot of magic damage. His W, E, and ultimate all do magic damage, and they do a lot of it. This is why I actually like to go for Spirit Visage into Jax later on, simply due to the fact that he has so much magic damage, so that MR is going to be really good into him. What I tend to rush as my first legendary item is Riftmaker. You can go Bramble Vest into Riftmaker or Bramble Vest Plated Steel Caps Riftmaker. If Jax goes for a Blade of the Ruin King, my second item will be Thornmail, but if he goes something else like a Sundered Sky or a Stridebreaker, it is going to be Spirit Visage. Another thing you can do is let him fully stack his passive and Lethal Tempo and actually use his ultimate, and then use your ultimate afterwards. That ensures that your ultimate stat steal will be at its highest. But this isn't always proper to do. Sometimes it is better to use your ultimate on him earlier. Another thing you can do is try to pull him off of you every single time he jumps onto you. If you manage to successfully pull him off of you, that is very good for you. But this isn't always going to happen because he can dodge to the side.
Victory!
This is a pretty skilled lane overall. Zaahen can do a lot into you, but you can also do a lot into him. You can short trade very well into him with your W and just Q poking him, but he can also use his W into you and try to engage and extend the fight. His short trading is also not that bad early, especially before your first recall. What you want to do is get a Bramble Vest. Once you acquire that component, the lane becomes so much easier for you. It is not free or anything, but it is much easier to play into it. The heal cut and armor feel great here, and after Bramble Vest you can go for plated steel caps or just straight into your Rift Maker. His ultimate also makes you immune to yours, so you have to keep that in mind whenever you ulti him. That being said, most Zaahens don't know about this interaction yet. His Q2 is especially annoying to deal with because that knockup makes it to where your auto attack gets cancelled if you both auto attack each other at the same time, and that can allow him to win a short trade. He can also dodge your E with his own E and your Q with his E. If his passive gets up, it will be really bad for you. So keep short trading until eventually you go for an all-in. The main issue is the revive, because most of the time you can actually kill him even if his passive is fully stacked, but you need to make sure his revive isn't up. If his revive is up, he will just resurrect and then beat you down. The health he gains from the resurrection is too much for you to handle.
Plating will fall soon.
Normally I would buy Rift Maker here, but because Zaahen rushed Maw Mordeus, I end up going for a Bloodletter's Curse. Especially because our team comp has 4 ability power champions, so that MR Shred is going to be really good here. My Q did not go through his Maw of Mortius shield. I think I timed it to where the shield expired the exact same moment my Q landed, but I could be wrong.
Enemy double kill. Let loose the flame. Shut down. Slain. Your team has destroyed an inhibitor. An ally has been slain. Your team has destroyed victory.
I actually like to play this lane from both sides, because both of you can do a lot here. In the early game, Darius has an advantage, I would say. Levels 1 and 2, you're both basically equal. Levels 3 to 5, Darius has an advantage. And then at level 6, it goes to your side, but not by that much. If Darius manages to actually dodge out one of your Qs when you ulti him, you're probably going to lose. This Darius actually took phase rush here. And because he took phase rush, that means he has way less kill pressure into me. So that means I can fight him way more in the early game. Normally, you might even need to respect his level 1 more because he can start W and actually run you down. But again, because he has phase rush, he doesn't doesn't have that dueling power that Conqueror gives. The thing that he has an advantage on here is mobility. That phase rush will make him very slippery. But it won't be impossible for me to keep up with him. And that is because the moment I get my Rylai's and I have my ultimate, I can just trap him. And then once my passive is fully stacked, my Rylai's will proc and then my approach velocity will keep up with him. And if he actually tries to do a short trade like auto WQ and then running away, I can just ulti him before he actually gets out of my ulti range. And then he will be trapped in it with no phase rush. And then I can just run him down and kill him. He might also rush Youmuu's Ghostblade because that is what most Dariuses do when they run phase rush, which means he will have a lot of damage. But he won't be that tanky. He will gain 0 extra health or resists. And the Youmuu's Ghostblade active may allow him to dodge out my Q and E more. What Darius might also look to do is use his pull into you when you Q him. And you can buffer your E to pull him at the same time. You can also wait for him to fully stack up his passive and then ulti him. And that way you will steal 10% of the enhanced attack damage he gains. In teamfights you can ulti him just before he gets a reset or before he fully stacks someone. What I like to do is wait for my Rylai's Crystal Scepter and then fight him a lot. If you want to be extra safe, you can also wait for your magical footwork to kick in and buy Sorcerer Shoes. This game the enemy comp was full AD. And despite that, I still went for Sorcerer Shoes because I think they are really good into Darius. But I can then go for something like Zhonya's second because they have so much attack damage. And maybe third something like a Thornmail or maybe even a Death's Dance. Plus the heal cut is very good because they do have healing champions like Darius and Aatrox. Thank you guys for joining me in this video. I hope you found the information useful, and I will see you in the next video, hopefully very soon.
I am favored by the gods and awaited in the Hall of Bones.